Fuck, I don't think that would have gone down well. Particularly breaking the twig when she hopped on top. Jesus Christ.
Considering it was at his house.
Fuck, how did the house not come down?
I'm surprised it's still standing.
Her legs collapse from underneath her. He gets broken in two, and the house ends up looking like a fucking demo derby.
Okay, not the worst thing said on stream, but okay.
Are you on stream?
Yes.
Actually?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh. I should have warned you, but I'm like, I don't know where you're going, but I'll just stay silent and fuck the orbs, dude, fuck the orbs, you already said it, fucking hell, it's out there now. You know what the best thing is? I'm not even 2 minutes in the stream and you're saying this shit already.
Because someone be watching your stream. These comes are funny already. I can just push a bit more.
Oh, fuck it. I don't even want. I need to. I can't. I don't even know what you said now. Oh.
Alright. Okay, alright. Do you want to start from? Do you want me to say this all over again?
I'd rather you fucking did it, but you fuck myself.
So you said you started both of them.
I said I saw both of them at his house.
Construction site romance gone wrong.
No. Oh.
Is there anyone watching the stream?
Fuck, I'm not. They're about to get a real fucking shock in a minute.
Ricky has a look. There's someone watching.
Well, I invited Itchy Biscuits and yourself to the streams. I wouldn't be surprised if Itchy just joins the stream going, what the fuck? So Itchy has the live stream here. It's fucked up, cunt.
Oh, also, you know how I said I wanted to chuck that GTR GT500 tune into the box tuned race for Nightmares races? In the second race, you wanna know how far ahead I was before I decided to pit?
How far?
I was 20 seconds ahead of second place. Before I pit. And that was by lap 4.
Looks like I'm gonna miss that again.
What's that?
GDR Festival.
Oh, that'd be mad to go to.
Considering it has the world's fastest GDRs in Australia there as well, and I just want to go there to see all the 32s, to be honest with you. Because one of my well, not one of my mates, I haven't met him in person, but one of the people I follow on YouTube, Cardo GDR's there. And boy, oh boy. And yep, someone is watching me now. Hello, Mr. Viewer or Mrs. Viewer. Or whatever colour rainbow you are. Hello. Well, in this day and age. Fucking hell.
It's like saying hello thing 1, thing 2, thing 3 and thing 4.
RIPD, open up. That viewer is probably regretting his choices right now, going, what the fuck did I just join into?
Oh, if he's regretting them now, he's definitely going to regret them later. The dark humour hasn't started yet.
Replace the first fucking minute of the stream.
He's going to go, this dude just came back, what the fuck?
Oh.
We're only talking about 2 people. He's already saying this. What's this about, an asteroid?
Asteroid, take a look at the Grand Canyon, a woman went there. It wasn't that funny, can't fucking hell.
No. Let's not traumatise the viewers yet.
Aww. I mean, they were traumatised in 1580. Oh, never mind.
Oh, fuck it, too late now. Alright, let me explain how the Grand Canyon started. My mother sat there and fucking... The earth just cracked in two and there was the Grand Canyon.
Ah, you made him leave.
Aww, he couldn't handle the truth.
I mean, you're not fucking... You're not wrong. Itchy balls, itchy goals. I had an itch with a pitch and I snuck a little bitch. Oh, I could say this. I had a little itch with a little fucking bitch. Then I slap a little fucking bitch. Me saying that's Akira.
Slap a little bitch on. Jesus, alright.
Get a bow and slap a hoe.
That timing could not have been any worse. The moment you said slapping, you hear a slap.
Oh, that timing couldn't be any better.
As I said, it couldn't have been any worse.
I mean, I'm not wrong though.
If I tried, it wouldn't be any worse.
I'm not wrong though.
You're not. But still.
So guess what I'm doing the World GT Championships in?
Don't say the Corvette. Don't say
No.
the Corvette. GTR.
Nope.
What are you doing it in?
What were you trying to run from at Atlanta?
The RCZ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. You do realise that that thing's a bike engine?
It's a what?
It's got a bike motor in it.
Yeah, what bike then?
I don't know what bike motor. I don't know what bike the motor's from. Oh, I know it's got a bike motor in it. And it's inline 4.
I'd say the only one I know that's a 4 would either be Honda's old motor or the Ducati V4.
Ducati V. I said inline 4, not V.
Still, I don't know. No, I'm saying the bike names, not the motor. But considering it's got a turbo, I'd say Hayabusa. Because the Suzuki GT3 is a Hayabusa, and that's turbo as well.
Hayabusa.
Oh, Hayabusa, however you say it.
You got the Hayabusa.
Okay. You must be around Hayabusas over there then. I just realised, well, the 2025 FSX have just released the Airbus A330 today, and everyone's in it. Damn. What's it sound like?
What?
The A330
yeah.
on... Yeah, hang on. Very fucking quiet. Damn. But okay, I will turn that off because I don't want to get copyrighted. But the guy I'm watching is in a East China Eastern or China Southern 777, but it looks like it's 767, but I don't believe it. I don't know about Cam Waters winning the championship this year, but I got a pretty strong feeling that they will may or may not win the teams. Like just the teams alone, because they're on point this year, I reckon. Tickford. Our last win was 2015, so hopefully we can back it up 10 years later. I say that because Tickford's last win, technically, was 05 with Frosty. No, not Frosty. Ingle, technically. And then Ingle's car the next year actually happened to be Tickford. Even though it was an SBR made, it was Tickford. So, you know, 6, it was some of the gearing in that car with Tickford. And then 5 years later, it was Courtney in 2010. 5 years later, I kid you not, was Winterbottom. So, a good day for Ford, which was Tickford's first win. Championship win in both development series, so Super 2 and the main game. That hasn't been done since, or Ford wise hasn't been done since 03, with Frosty winning his first year in development series, also known as Connector back then. So, yeah. And guess who won the 2015 Super 2 Championship? Cam Waters. So that's Cam Waters' championship. But, yeah, so 10 years now, that's how long he's been doing it, Waters. So, one can only hope.
That's right.
I mean, he's getting close, but I reckon, I don't know about next year, because then the Supra's coming with the 2UZ. I honestly don't know. This year, I don't know, it's gonna be Red Bull and fucking Tickford all over again. Alright, I'm 13 points right now after round 1 in the World GT. So the next 4 races have to be very fucking consistent. And I was gaining time, but left it too late. Oh good, I've won this crap before.
You're just doing some money grinding.
Quite literally, because I'm bored. And then after this, I don't know. I mean, I've got 5.1 mil, but you know, it's not enough. Oh, it is in real life, but
I'm gonna do some money grinding so when the R92 CP comes back out, you know what I'm grabbing. And you can have a guess on what car I'm using.
What?
Be quiet, Dad.
What's he said?
The GTR from 2018, and it's got your tune in it.
What's your dad said?
Oh, but that's just being smart ass.
Okay, Captain Smartass, shut up. Oh, he actually does. Oh, okay. I just realised something about this livery. So you know the hood scoop on the RCZ? On the back of it's literally got a minion. I just realised this. Huh. Oh, Papa's gone.
Hey, Dad. No. Hey.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's on September 7th. Yeah. The only thing is you don't have to bring the Holden because it's a tribute cruise to Pete Rock, so we're going from Midland to his crash site to pay the respects. No, it's not my club. No, it's not my club, but it's called the club is called West Coast Commodores, but literally you can bring like Land Cruiser Patrol, right, and literally just go there. Like they don't care, just as long as you don't be a dickhead. Sure. The only rule that they've got when they do that, and it's a pretty strict one, is don't pass the lead car because for people that's new, right, the lead car will actually just take you there, like the quick way. And I didn't realise this, so what does my dumbass do last year? Overtake it. And I got in trouble for it, and I'm like, dude, I didn't know, like, I missed the briefings. I only just got the map. And he found out my story, and he's like, you're not bullshitting. I'm like, no, I literally didn't know you can't pass the lead car, but it won't happen this year. I said next year, but yeah, you know. Yeah, he was pretty cool with it, but he just said, don't let it happen again. And I'm like, nope. And let her know. Doesn't it just need a paint or something? Yep. Make it more reliable. Nice. Oh shit. Oh shit. You got that. Yep. I am back.
Oh,
What?
one of the AI are trying to take me out and it backfired on him badly. He tried to spin me, but I ended up veering the wrong way, the path he tried to not get hit by. I ended up turning into his path, trying to get the car back into control, and he just slammed my front end, and it set me straight. He got absolutely shunted into the wall. So yeah, you know what I was thinking to myself? This
What?
fucking idiot. Exit. Oh, Wookie, you know with the race I said I did before for VEC? I've got the replay. I've got the replay.
Is it that bad, is it?
Before I pitted, you'll see where I am. If it doesn't tell you the splits in the replay, you don't even have to bother looking before I pit.
Yeah, good, you told me. The set of cores around this track is a lot more realistic than this. They don't have that spongy curb, that green stuff that makes you loosey and
Spin.
wobbly. Yeah, around Spa.
Fucking Aston Martin.
It's funny how Gran Turismo doesn't own the GT3 cars. That's why they don't have them as much. While Assetto Corsa does have the actual rights
To the GT3 cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Assetto Corsa also updates when a new GT3 comes out. They add it.
Yeah, because the championships that their sponsors are in actually do the tracks. iRacing, well, when have you seen an iRacing logo on a GT3? You don't. When have you seen a Gran Turismo one? You have, but back in the day, but they've never done it again.
Yeah, because the Japanese are being stinky cunts about it.
Not being cunts, it's more just them not focusing on the customers anymore, and customers being you and me, and they're just not caring for our input. It's like, well, if you actually cared, you wouldn't be...
You wouldn't be receiving so much backlash about your game anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but you look at Forza Motorsport and you look at Forza Horizon, like they're getting a lot more better.
oh, this bastard!
And I'm not saying that to be an arsehole. I'm generally saying that because everyone is now starting to go to Forza or Assetto or iRacing. Like, I guarantee you, Forza will overtake Gran Turismo, which it's already done, and will continue to stay like that because now Forza Motorsport 8, which is the current one, right, have the Cadillac hypercars, right? They've got the current GT3 models. This was before even fucking as whatever the new Assetto was, came out with the new GT3 pack with all those cars. Forza was onto it, like bang, like we got it. They've even got the Mustang in there, bro. The GT3 one.
GT3,
yeah,
based off the
real
Dark
life.
Horse.
Yeah, the real one. Yeah, the real life one. Yeah. But that's how accurate they are. And Gran Turismo is like, oh no, we would just have road cars. It's like, no one wants a fucking road car.
I want to experience the new Mustang. They had the road car and the GT3 car. I could probably get the road car handling just as well as the GT3 car. Like,
The closest thing you're gonna get to the area on the actual current Mustang GT3 Dark Horse is the GT3 road car Mustang in the game, just based off aero. Not the same, but similar aero. But that's the thing with Gran Turismo, is that's why I hardly play it. Oh, I play it every day, but still, there will be a time where I will eventually not play it anymore, because it will just get that boring. Which is why they need to add track editor or something.
Or add more body. Even if they add more body kits to the street cars,
They won't do.
even be able. I know they won't, but if they did, they'd actually see a lot more people using street cars.
And actually have some craft to it, like Car X.
Like it's a racing simulator, for Christ's sakes. They should allow for car customizations to the fucking max. Because you will see people doing like proper track days, and they'll be using like full-blown custom race cars.
Yeah, but the thing is about that is not only that, like, you got to think about it too. The closest thing to real life that had all what you're saying was a game called Need for Speed Shift and Shift 2. You look at that compared to Gran Turismo 7, I guarantee you ask people around the world, they would go for Need for Speed Shift 1 and Shift 2 because it was that realistic. But back then people were like, oh, what, we need something like a racing game, because back then everyone was Forza or GT, and if you know your Need for Speed, it's mainly street racing. So the street racing community was like, we want racing, you know, like proper shit. So Need for Speed Shift came out, right? And if you know it, you know it well. But anyway, it was a pretty good game, I must say. It was awesome. Had a few decent cars, but here's the kicker: Shift 2 came out. Now, back then, and I don't know if it's still around, but back then everyone was heavily invested in NFS, like sponsor-wise in real life. That's why Vaughn Gideon Jr. was in there. That's why a couple of GT1 people were in there. Actual GT3, like, you name it. Like, you look up cutscenes from Shift 2, they're actual people that were sponsored by NFS. And oh boy, it was so realistic. Like, the moment you crash into someone, like, you had damage instantly. Like, it was so real, to the point where people reviewed it, like, at other developers, and they said it was too real if you're in the cockpit. I said, well, they did say they want racing, you know. and I was one of these people, to the point where I finished the whole game 100%, and I had every single car to this day, and it was such a fun game. Now imagine Shift 2 but with Gran Turismo. Bro, the amount of Gran Turismo fans then would increase.
if they if you I see a fucking Shift 3 and it's just and it's either just as good or better than Shift 2, I'll be buying that shit.
Dude, I'd be buying Shift 3 without hesitation. Because the amount, if they combine Shift 2 and 1 and to make it like number 3, bro, like, that'd be awesome.
Me and you. Alrighty, let's tune some of these bitches.
Oh, you wouldn't be tuning, you'd be full-blown tuning them. They will make you tune that. Like, you know how we have our little cute setups on the GT3s? We're talking proper setups if they did that.
Tire pressures, suspension.
They didn't have tire. I forgot. I don't know if they had tire pressure, but I would assume they would now in this day and age. But still, either way, it was pretty decent. I forgot what. I'm second in the championship. Okay, so I gained 1 position. Fuck, that was easy. The next
right now, I'm first in the championship, but I'm having to restart this Spa race because I went flying around the corner with relative ease.
Are you also? You also doing World GT?
I'm doing
because if you
championship because I'm at Spa.
Because the World GT series, if that's what you're on about, I legit just completed that, and I'm on to Le Mans.
I'm at Spa, so I haven't hit Le Mans yet.
Le Mans, give or take, depending if it's dry at Spa, it may or may not be wet for Le Mans, but it won't be too heavy to make you pit. If it does, just stay out if you've got a big enough gap. Because it eventually dries up in lap 3 anyway, so there's literally no point. That's how it goes anyway. This RCZ's holding down because when I short shift it, it appears to have more boost when I do it. Like between halfway and rev, it's like gets more boost. And that's scary. So there's a tiny rumour that I heard in World Endurance Championship, but I don't know if it's true or not.
World Endurance Championship?
No. Peugeot might be... Peugeot, I know they're in hypercar, but there was a rumour speculating that they might be making a GT3 car officially. Car unknown. Again, it's just a rumour. But there is some speculation that Peugeot may or may not bring a GT3 into the mix. If that is the case, whew.
My racing style and your tune, the way I come out of these corners, holy shit.
Told you. We're very similar, you and I, in our driving style. That's the point.
Yeah, you can use your... When your arse end slips out, like what you were trying to teach me, when it slips out but it's still controllable and you gain more speed out the corner.
The thing is with mine, your driving style would be pushing a lot harder, and that's what it achieves. It becomes stable, if that's what you're trying to say. It will still be loose. It will still be loose, but the more you push it, it will be stable. In a way.
In a way, yes, but I'm more talking about acceleration out of some of these corners.
It's just unreal.
To me, with the way I do it, it just grips up. It grips up crazy, and I'm fucking launching out of these corners.
And this is on my train.
On your turn, because we have similar driving styles, but it's also very different as well.
Yeah, different approaches. Mine's loose, yours is stiff.
And somehow we use each other's tunes and still make it fucking work.
Ben, meanwhile, takes another 2 years. How does this train get here? Honestly, Ben's like CC player. How do I do this bit? How do I do that bit? Well, if you look under the car, you might spot something, but no.
I just set a 218.5 with yours. Mind, I don't even have a turbo on this. I don't have an upgraded turbo on this thing. I'm at stock power. I'm on lap 3, and I'm already seeing the top 4 guys.
Yeah, my turn is built for no turbo or turbo for turbo cars.
I've got a stock turbo, but
nevertheless, it's built for non-turbo sometimes. That's why turbo cars get more response and non-turbo cars don't. I mean, that's why the SIL 80 tune that I've got works on any power, because that's a tune I made pretty perfectly that can handle 100 and it will feel like 200, 200 will feel like 300, so forth, so forth. But the max it got was 357 on the SIL 80, and that legit feels like 500 if I really push it. Which is good, because that's what you want from the car.
it feels like I'm handling 650 horses with this tune.
Well, that's the idea. Like Ben, I know one time I gave Ben a GT3 tune, I believe. Forgot what car it was. But anyway, he said it was that loose you could be a winter's tit and it still wouldn't handle it. I said, dude, what do you mean by that? And he goes, it's that loose, dude. I said, are you even trying? And he goes, yeah. And I watched him and he wasn't. I said, how about you push, because you're doing a 2-minute 10 around Bathurst. Normally you're doing 2 4s. I said, push it. So he did. Oh, magically a 201. And I'm like, huh, funny that. And he goes, I just did my first ever 2-minute one. I'm like, yeah, so that's what you can do when you're pushing.
Well, I'm just starting to get the rain clouds in lap 4.
But that's what I don't like about people. It's like, don't judge someone else's tune before you actually get to know the tune itself, you know? Instead of half-assing it, you know? Because if you half-ass a tune, then what's the point in giving feedback, you know?
Like when I did the GT350.
Yeah.
I gave it to you because I wanted some feedback, the good stuff, the bad stuff. So I knew what I was doing wrong, what I was doing right, what the car was doing. Because when I first started getting back getting back into tunes. Like when I did the GTI GT500 and I gave it to you, I had absolutely no idea on how to tune.
No, we all start somewhere, don't we?
Well, got to start somewhere, even if it's nowhere. But yeah, when I gave you the GT350 tune, and you took it around a track with other cars, you said it was brilliant. Where did I get the
Yeah, I said it was brilliant, and where do I get it? I think that's what I said.
Oh, fucking. Because if I can remember, you said it was one of Ben's tunes. I can remember you saying that much.
Oh yeah, it was Ben's tune, but his tune was suffering. Like I had a brake failure, and I had racing brakes on. It literally felt like I had
no brakes.
Yeah, in the rear.
Or
no, literally in the rear. Fronts were good, just brakes were fucked in the rear. Like they were cooked or something every time, and that's why I wasn't stable.
And it comes along jelly. Goes, something wrong with this tune. Fixes it up, makes it his own.
Yeah, but
Rookie, try this.
But the thing was, like, even when it first came out, so almost 1 or 2 years, right, before I met you. The first time it came out, I was on a Logitech, and oh, bro, it felt, even on the wheel, it felt so fucking stiff. I literally had to have 2 bites at it. First was like oversteer or, you know, correction under brakes, and then have a go, or it was understeer. And then I said to Ben, like, dude, I need the front grip, like, and he goes, oh, but I said, no, like, I need front grip, dude, because I'd rather have turn in than a straight, you know, like, not everything's a straight. And he goes, well, you tune it. I don't know what tune it was, but it was working. And then the update came and fucked it over, and I'm like, damn it. So that tune went out the window. But just something about the tune I did was stable enough for the Logitech, and then I just couldn't remember what it was, so I did a random tune, and then that worked, and then, you know, update months later. And then the races before I met you, we were still trying to develop it, but, and I make a good tune and then it's fucked, right? But with the updates now, it hasn't fucked the tunes I'm with, you know. But yeah, when you came along, at the point where in Laguna Seca, I was getting frustrated with Ben, and I said, bro, I need the front grip. And he's like, well, dude, I can't help you. And then you're like, bro, what are you looking for again? And I said, front grip. Like, I just want front grip. Rear's good, just front. I just need the front. And then you did your little magic, and I'm like, well, thanks. This is really good now. And this is when I'm on the controller now. And it felt really, really good. It felt brilliant, as I said.
I think it's, you told me it did when you initially turned, it pushed.
Yeah, but you want it
kind of push.
Yeah, you want it to push, but you don't want it to grain, because you know how in open wheels like SFs, and you have been in one of them before.
I've been.
you know how when you've got a wrong setup, you start to see the tyre wear quickly, but it's more to the outer edges, and Gran Turismo does it.
Yeah.
That's a graining. That's graining, which is not what you want on the front tyres quickly. So it's a rapid thing. So when you've got a wrong setup on an SF out of old cars, it's a real thing. Look it up. It's called graining, meaning your tyre is just another word of tyres wearing faster, right? And that's what I felt it in the Logitech, and I felt it in the controller. I was graining so fucking much in the front.
Or
with bends,
with
yeah.
Ben's doing.
Yeah, even though it was stiff, the reason was because out of all my experience, I should have realised it then. His car was set up too low. So what's that mean? You know? And
Not only is it graining, it's also wearing rubber in the fenders. In the guards, sorry.
As well, yeah. So then, but it was just enough to have it slip, you know, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. So I really had to brake real deep to get the turn, and I'm like, this is not normal. So Ben, it's how I spun out easily, and then what happened was I was like, this is fucked. So then and it's pre-season testing. I didn't catch it, but I wish I did. I accidentally completely shunted into Ben. Now, notice as I said just now that I had to brake real late just to get it to fucking turn, right? He thought I hit him on purpose, and before I could even have a chance to go, oh bro, I'm sorry, the cunt has a go at me. And if you know me, I don't take it that shit too well. But it's like, so I was like, okay, round one, let's line up. Right. So round one, we did like, this is pre-season, and again, forgot to stream it. I did stream it, but not the first two, right? Anyway, the first one, we did a round one with literally everyone. Ben finishes 14th, like in quali, and just for shits and giggles, I just didn't qualify because I'm like, oh, you're gonna see something. So this is Laguna Seca, right? And this is with his tune steel, right? Turn one, lap one, bang. I just cannoned into him. And I'm like, oh, you can imagine how he felt. And I said, funny that, it works both ways. And then who comes in the actual race? Ah, Jelly! Well, it was round 3, but still.
I joined in on round 2, asked for a tune for the GT350R. I got Ben's tune, and as I said before, it was shit. It was shit. Just something did not feel right. I just kept sliding out. I'm like,
because his front was stiff. That's why. You did say it.
I also said this. Why am I spinning out? It feels so slow.
You cracked the shit, so I remember. And just said, fine, if you don't like it, tune your car, and you did, and you're like, ah.
I could have the fucking handle better. So much better. Hell, I could keep up with Willie when I was practicing all that week. And that's scary, because he was in fucking Dodge Demon.
Oh yeah, that's right, it was the TA2, yeah. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it was TA2. I was keeping up. This is how far apart mine and Willie's times were when I was practicing and he would come and join. 3/10 apart. And I'm just like, I know he's fast. I know he's faster than me. But for me to be 3/10 apart from him, then what the fuck is Ben not doing that I am doing?
We found out in that tune that you were pretty good, so...
And I was getting the power I needed just by using the ECU. I took the ECU on and just turned it down to just below 550. No, it was below 530. I think I got 529 or 528. Anyways, got to that point. I'm like, alright, I'm pulling this power. And Ben goes, how in the fuck are you pulling this power? I told him, I only just added the ECU and I only tuned that. That was it. Oh, it was either just the ECU or was the ECU and Harry's. I can't remember, but I managed to get it to either 529 or 528. Now hitting 1500, that was easy, and I told everyone, if you want your car to feel a bit more balanced, get it to as close to the weight possible. So for the GT350R, it was stage 1 weight reduction and only add X amount of ballast and put it in X amount to the rear.
Yeah.
Which I think was like 30 to the rear.
Oh yes.
And even you were like,
damn.
Dude, she's stable, how in the fuck? I sent you full fucking suspension, gearing, even all the upgrades I put on.
And then when like, you know where, I know where you peaked now that you mention it. You peaked, you peaked in Japanese GTC.
Wait, what? What, when I first joined LNR? Let me guess, it was the GTR GT500 tune.
You've currently got on that R35. Yes, sir, ski. That's your tune, not my tune. That's your tune. That's how loose it was. And you're saying that's my tune. No, it wasn't. I was copying how loose it was. And that's on the 35.
That's on the 30.
The your favorite one, the
one I'm currently
the red
in
one, the
right
red
now?
one, the red one with the black, yeah.
Yeah, the red one with the black, that's got GTR slapped on the side.
And you're saying I've got a loose tune.
Let me retract that statement. I've got a fucking loose tune. So when
because
you tried that,
it felt stable because I'm used to loose tunes. I'm pretty much used to any tune you throw at me. The only thing I'm not used to is one given by Sean and Beamer. Beamer's not too bad in the old school, but when it comes to new school, don't go to him. He makes it more stiff than fucking his life depends on it.
It makes it more stiff than when a pre-season trial.
Because he prefers NASCAR setups, that's why they're so stiff, and it's also why he had a lot more straight line in the Camaros. Because I remember your NASCAR, reaction. You're going?
Because I know in
Watkins.
No, not Watkins. Because I know in NASCAR they want to keep their speeds, but they can't have
yeah, but they need momentum.
Otherwise, they're just gonna wear away at the chassis.
Yeah, but they need momentum to keep it up, like to keep that speed up at the same time, and that's what Beamer was doing, as I was going to say, at Walkins, and I noticed you were like, fucking hell, Beamer, like, what you got in that? Like, hell, engine? And I said, no, engines aren't allowed. And then it came to realization that
Using the NASCAR team.
yeah, because he was third. The lowest he went was third, which was obviously his first gear, right? His fourth was his second, his fifth was his third, and his sixth was his fourth. And I'm like, and then it clicked almost instantly. I'm like, you fuckhead. and he wonders why he's slow, even with the diffuser and wrong setup, like aero wise. He was dead last anyway. Except Walkins would have been his strong suit at the time, because he would have been fourth in points if he had finished where he was, both times in sixth, right? I think. Either way, he just had a big meltdown, as usual, and got tired of it when you passed him cleanly, and apparently he didn't like it, so he hit you. Now, you chose many words, but a fucking numpty to him is not one of them. But anyway, when you called him that, and a few more other things which I will not say again on stream, because it almost got demonetized apparently. So yeah, you said some choice words to him, which I won't repeat, but let's just say Beamer wanted to punt you, put it that way. And of course he took a stab and completely fucking missed.
Because let me guess, I snapped back at him.
Let's try... snapping is an understatement. You went full-blown Mike Tyson, but with words on his ass. When he... Because you know how overreactive he gets when he's when you do a clean pass, or someone does a clean pass on him?
Yep.
And he flips it around and goes, oh, you hit me? You took that a little bit too literally, and yeah, again, you said some choice words. I won't say the cuss words, but I will say this. You said something along the lines of, if that's a dirty pass, how would that make your parents feel about you? Again, try that with cuss words, with what I just said, and you get the idea. Anyway, his response to that was trying to punt you. He was close. If it wasn't for me behind him, who tapped him in the rear, that completely missed you. So, the small world we live in from. But he just missed his brakes apparently, and I'm like, no, you didn't. And he goes, how would you know? I said, considering I'm the car behind you, mate. Like, yeah, no. You weren't trying to do what you thought. Yeah. That's the thing though. It's like, fucking hell. He's a fucking idiot, man.
I think he just ended up getting sick of my shit and just no longer raced in LNAR, because we just stopped seeing him all of a sudden.
It's because we were calling him out on the wheel, how he's using it, because he was a lot more smoother, but he was slow. So every time we called him out on it, he's like, no, I'm controller. And even Sean said, well, let me look at his inputs. From the silence, after he left, Sean did say that he was on a wheel due to his input. But the thing was, he was lying. So I'm like, well, yeah, the wheel would be more smoother, but it would depend on how you drive. Like for you, I've noticed you're aggressive, but you're also smooth. Greg's is also that, but he's, a lot more of that,
Yeah, because he's also got more experience in doing that.
Considering he's also an actual rally car, well, an ex-rally driver, but still. Beam, on the other hand, was a part of, I don't know if he still is, but was a part of the SCCA, which is a local championship in America. If that is the case, why the fuck is he slow on a fucking wheel?
Because he's not used to feeling everything that the car does just come through the wheel.
But I'm talking about the vibration. The vibration alone should just be enough to send a little tiny alert in your head. Don't worry about the brake, don't worry about the accelerator, just the feeling alone in the feedback with the vibrator, yeah, should just be enough to trigger that. I used to do karting, and the Logitech was on point. I even said to Sean when I was on it, it's so easy, you just flick it and you're good. Oh, but how, dude, I used to do go-karts. It's natural to me because of the vibration. And he goes, oh, and I said, dude, coming from a guy that actually did karting, like, not professional, but enough to know shit, it's, you just flick it and you brake later than a F1 car, and you set. And it was, knowing Sean, it was a debate, so then there's that. And I said, Sean, at the end of the day, Beam was saying he's a race driver. It should just come naturally to him. Like, yeah, you don't have the sound, you don't have this, you don't have that, like in an actual race car, but just the vibration alone should just be enough. Should just a response, yeah. And it's like, if you don't have that sensation, then why would you buy a wheel in the first place? Like, for example, I'm trying to buy another wheel again so I can have that feeling back, because I don't like being on controller. You know, I do, but I want to only do it for drifting.
Drifting, that's a different story. You're so used to
controller, yeah.
It's easy for you on controller. You're used to it. You like it on controller. Me, I can't do anything in a car on controller anymore except for Need for Speed. That is it. I don't even play Need for Speed anymore. But when you asked me what wheel I was using, like, you knew it was a Thrustmaster, but you just didn't know which one. When I told you it was the T248, but the game thinks it's TVT. Honestly, I don't know where the miscommunication is happening there between my wheel and the game. I just don't know where it is. But I find it funny. Anyways, I gave you a few options. It's also what Gran Turismo uses. It's wheels for the Gran Turismo. So I said the Thrustmaster TVT, Thrustmaster T300 or 300 RS, and what was another one I took? I recommended the Logitech 923 because that also has that vibration.
Well, all of them have it. It's just what force feedback you set it on. That's all. I mean, for the Logitech, I set it on.
But the Logitech 923 also had the True Force.
No, I had the G29, but I had that on the same controller, like the same controller settings I've got now, which is 774 in that order, and it works. But it's like, well, how can I put it? It was too sensitive, but if you really knew the car and the steering wheel combined, you had a good car, right? And a good wheel. And that's what I had.
So right now, me with this Thrustmaster and this GTR.
But better. Not, well, slightly better, if that's a better way of putting it.
Well, you've been doing sim racing for a lot longer than I have, because I've only been doing it since
Yeah,
since I started working, really.
but my goal is to enter iRacing in 4 categories: 410 sprint car, V8 supercar, old and new, and GT3 open racing, which is multi-class technically, or GT3 in general. And what I mean by old is not like, as much as I would love to get an ATCC pack, I'm talking about like 2003 spec, like the BA Falcons and the VY Commodores. Because the first iRacing I played with, and I did have a taste of it, was in 07 and 08. I was 8 and 9 at the time. 8 and 9, sorry. And I was in a track day, a V8 supercar lobby, had no idea. And I was in the, for those who don't know, the Ford Credit BA Falcon of Glen Seaton. And without realising it, since I was still pretty good back then, I was 5th in quali. Not realising I just scored my mate his first ever top 10. To the point where I converted it to 2nd place for the actual race alone. So it was pretty good.
Nice.
And this was on like an old Ferrari wheel, like a like one of the old ones, like a Testarossa one back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, it was a Thrustmaster, but it was one of the old Ferrari ones, and I had one of those. Boy, oh boy, right now, I would not be using stock settings, because that's 0 feedback. But the vibrations were on, and I thought it was on force feedback. So my mate, all this time, thinking he had force feedback with vibration on, had 0. Now that I think about it.
Oh. Okay.
But now I'm still friends with him, and he's in GT3 Open with not multi-class, like full-blown GT3 in iRacing, and he's with he's with one of the big teams, but fuck, he's good. I should know his name, but it's on the tip of. I've got that many friends.
You have one of those problems. You know his name. You know his face. His name is on the tip of your tongue, but you can't remember how his name is.
I do, but it's just been forever. It's not that type of problem. Just been.
So it's like familiar face, familiar. You know the name, but it's just not getting to you.
Mind you,
I know
mind you, this is almost 20 years. It's been 18 years since I last spoke to him. So 2007, literally. Oh, sorry, 16 years. Fucking hell, I meant 17, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm in 5th place. I'm seeing the rain coming. Yes, I'm at Le Mans now.
I'm just about to finish Nürburg, and I don't know if I'm going to clinch it. I don't know if I'm going to clinch the championship. Fuck it, I'm punting him. Fuck off, German cunt. No offense to the German viewers. Hopefully 2nd place will do. Come on. Come on. Surely that's enough.
Why is he braking so late?
Surely that's enough to win the championship, 2nd place. I am 2nd. Did I clinch it? Did I clinch the championship? Oh, don't tell me it froze.
It froze.
No, fuck it. Now I don't know. I don't know I don't know. Game being suspenseful for me. Well, it hasn't. Well, I'm still talking to you. Normally it freezes you. Oh, it's
it's
slow.
probably
No, it's slowly loading. That's why.
I was gonna say, if you're still able to hear me and talk to me, but your game's
It's just
looks
been.
like it's frozen, it's just being probably being stupid and being silly.
Yeah.
Seen the blue hit the track yet, but I've seen the much lighter stuff hit the track. I just hope I don't get the heavy part of this fucking storm.
If it's, as I said, if it's lap 2, you'll get a bit of it, but it'll just dry up at lap 3.
Like I'm getting a bit of it, I'm getting a little bit of it now, but it's still dry enough for me to stay on slicks. For now. Like, dude, I'm seeing up to dark blue on the weather radar. And with how loose this arse end is, it scares me because I don't know what the fuck the car's gonna do in the wet.
And my game crashed. And I did cleanse